Hi traders, thanks for stopping by thetradinganalyst.com. This is Taylor and we're going to take a look at the biotech chart here via IBB, and I'm also going to take a look at some of the individual biotech names here that make up IBB so we get a really full picture of where biotech is headed in the near term. But first, if you're not already a member at thetradinganalyst.com, go ahead and give us a visit on the homepage of the website and get to know us a little bit better. If you like the free videos and analysis we give to you on a daily basis, it's truly nothing in comparison to the membership you get at thetradinganalyst.com. The best part is, once you sign up with your free 7-day trial, you're going to gain instant access to those profitable trade alerts that members get on a daily basis. It's a great opportunity and we'd love to help you. All right, so let's take a look at the IBB chart here, and I'm going to point out a couple things here. So we liked IBB for a short here ever since it broke this level right here. We mentioned this near-term support right here at 286.50. That's exactly where we got a bounce from. So I didn't just draw this line because that's where we got a bounce from right here. If you've been following along with these videos, you know that this support level that I had here has been here the whole time. And it was there because of this support bounce right here. It was resistance here, resistance right here, and so those are the three levels right here that it got hit. So no surprise that it got a bounce off of that level. It's also this uptrend line that started right here in November, got a bounce here, there, and here we are just above that support line right there. So no surprise that we got a bounce there. So I do think that biotech is due for a little short-term bounce here. It could turn into a longer-term bounce. We really don't know that until we truly get a breakout above these highs over here. But in the near term, I do think that IBB can head lower here, and that's because we got a big bullish engulfing candle on a little bit of an increase in volume right here. We made a new low right here, and then we made a new high that closed over the last 1, 2, 3 days highs right there. So that's very bullish for biotech right here, and I think we can hit at least 300 right here. So 300 approximately is where I think that biotech is headed here in the near term. We've got support down here at about 290 down to all the way down to about 286.50 still. So those are levels on biotech. Now let's take a look at some individual names here. Amgn, you can see right here is at this key level. So it's a key level because we've got this trend line support right there, right there, right there, got a bounce. And it's also a support level based off of these previous lows right there. And you can see that's right where we're at right here. So we had a doji candle, you can barely even see it with all those lines there, that closed right at that at this support. So in the short term, if we get a close over today's highs, to me that would be a nice long signal, and I think that if that happens, we can come up here and fill this gap. But that's a big if, okay? So a lot of work to do for Amgn, but definitely a level here that you got to watch on Amgn. Next, we're going to take a look at AGN. AGN here, you can see, let's look at the longer term chart here before we really take a look at the short term levels. So longer term chart, clearly in a downtrend. You can see that by this downtrend line getting rejected here several times, and here we are getting rejected at it as well. We got this previous resistance right there, getting rejected at that same level, and it was previous support right here, and that just turned into a resistance. So no surprise that we've been getting rejected at these levels. So now, in the short term, it looks like we could be headed higher here, and this is on a strictly very short-term basis. You know, it looks like we broke this little downtrend right here today. You can see that clearly, getting rejected there, 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 here, here, right there, right there. Finally, we closed above that right here. So I think that we can head higher here in the short term. based off of this little build here and a break of this trend line. So we'll see where it goes, but definitely some constructive action in the short term. But don't forget those big levels of resistance above us from the longer term picture that we looked at earlier. Next, we're going to take a look at Celg. Celg, same look as IBB here, breaking over this previous resistance here, bullish engulfing. But what you want to keep in mind here is that we broke this bullish channel, this bull channel right here, on this day right here, and you can see we're still out of that. So I think that in the short term we can definitely head higher, back up to this resistance up here at about 127 or so. But keep in mind, we're still below this channel here, and we're also at a very big level of resistance right here. You can see right here we got rejected, right here we got rejected. This high came right into that level of resistance right there, and another rejection right here in the near term, right at 127. So this is a big level here for Celg. And as bullish as this day is right here, this level of 127 is still just above us. So really pay attention to that level here. Can we break it? Yeah, we can break any level, but right now we haven't broken it. So definitely want to be aware of that 127 level here on Celg. Next one we're going to take a look at is Regn. Regn, really nice reversal pattern here that was given on Friday's close. You can see a washout close, and then boom, we closed above that action. So that was a nice action, closing over that high right there. We bounced off of this trend line. There's a bounce, and then we bounced right off of it right here. Obviously we dipped a little bit below it, but to me, the way that I play trend lines is I don't take it as a signal to go long or short. To me, I look at, did it close below this level more than one day? Because it's kind of dangerous to get short or get long based off of one day of a trend line break. At least that's what I've experienced in my years of trading the market. So in the meantime, we've still got this level of support right here, and then we've got a little bit of resistance up here, about 386 based off of these previous highs right here. More than likely, we're going to come up here and fill this gap at about 392.42. You can see there was that gap based off of the close here, and then we gap down big right here. So about 392.60 is that gap fill right there. So I think that we can fill that, but just keep in mind, we've got a lot of resistance above us. It was former support right here, rejection there, and then a rejection here about 398. So definitely some levels of resistance above us to be aware of. But constructive action, and I do think in the short term we're definitely going to be headed higher here on Regn. Next, we're going to take a look at Gild. Gild, notice how Gild had a weak day today. We gapped down like the rest of biotechs, but we closed below this little mini support, and I'll just draw it right here so you can see that right there. So there's that support right here, here, there, and then we closed pretty much right at it. Okay, pretty much right at that level. And while the rest of biotechs, well, a lot of biotechs ended up closing above the previous few days highs, we did not do that. We didn't even make a new high right there. So definitely a weaker stock right here of the bunch that we're looking at on biotechs. And we've got this resistance from this downtrend line. You can see how many times it's gotten rejected. So definitely a lot of resistance levels above us here for Gilead that you definitely want to be aware of. Next one we're going to take a look at is MYL. And MYL, nice action today. You can see we came into this level of support. You can see it was support right here. Or I'm sorry, it was resistance here, there, here, right there. And we pretty much almost touched it right here the other day with this big gap down. And you can see a lot of volume right there from that previous day. And then today we gapped up. I'm sorry, we didn't gap up, but we closed over the previous day's high right here. To me, this is a nice reversal signal, and it shows that there was a lot of buyers here on this big volume day right here. And it followed by a nice uptick in volume right here, obviously lower than this day right here. But if you look at right here, 8 million shares traded today, and then if you look at over here, we have 5 million shares right there. So a big increase. That's about 40% more than the average volume that we've been seeing on MYL. And I do think that we can head higher here on MYL. And I'm seeing some resistance right around 43.50 or so is going to be that resistance level there for MYL that you want to look out for if and when we do head higher. Thanks for stopping by and watching the video, everyone. Again, if you're not already a member at thetradinganalyst.com, visit us on the homepage and get to know us a little bit better. If you like the free videos and analysis that we give to you on a daily basis, it's truly nothing in comparison to the membership you get at thetradinganalyst.com once you sign up with your free 7-day trial. And you're not only going to gain instant access to the profitable trade alerts that we mentioned before, but you're also going to gain instant access to the private Twitter feed, the daily watch lists, the real-time alerts, which are not only sent via the private Twitter feed, but also sent directly to your cell phone via text message. So you're never going to miss an alert or a beat in the market. You're also going to gain access to the exclusive daily member videos, webinars, and an education from mentors like myself who truly care about your success in the market. It's a great opportunity, and we'd love to help you.